Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Little Nightmares 2. I'm unsure if I'll be cutting this into like a complete video or not, but here we are nonetheless on the YouTubes as well. I actually didn't check any walkthroughs for this section, so we'll just have to see how this wants to go, yeah? Right. So what we do know is, yeah, I think we can lose the action music. What we do know is, do not open this hatch because that's suicide. I kind of could have gathered that last time around as well, but I felt like nothing was immediately obvious as the thing, so I just essentially felt like, well, let's... Interesting. I told the character to go left and he just opened the door instead and committed suicide. Good start. I think we're really getting somewhere with this one. Yes, good. Great, thanks. The controls are still crippled. Good God, they are bad. Alright, so... Hello. And a soup ladle, and there we are, and we get to try this again. Okay, I think we can bury all of our dreams of having a good time with this one. Alright, but we gotta get this done though. I feel like I would not feel like a complete human being if I do not complete this game at some point. So let's just see about trying to do so. Alrighty, let's come on now. Eat soup ladle. And eat soup ladle. There you go. Alright, so do I climb this? Yes. At least, well, I can for a little bit. How was I supposed to figure that out? Through sheer blind luck, I was holding the interaction button while nearby that, and he just wore the... Whoa. Oh, man. That is... Jesus, that... I have some thoughts about that one. Alright. Alright. Okie dokie. So... Hello. Okay. It's just like in school still. This totally checks out for me. It's fine. Uh-huh. Yeah. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Just blend in all nice and... There you go. Conveniently it broke, but fine, cool. Luckily he was carrying his bucket in his pocket, because it fits there, it's fine. I'm guessing I need to throw a thing into the button, but should I throw the jar, or is there something else that I could pick up and do here? Interesting. Huh. This seems like a good idea, sure. Alright, so jumping away from grabbed ledges has been a very difficult bane of my existence throughout this game. Like, it operates not super good. Like, I find it kind of weird how Prince of Persia, back in the Sands of Time days, sort of perfected that, like, make it simple and it just works. Like, make it visually clear that the character is, like, leaning into doing that sort of a jump in that direction, and it's just like, in this one, it doesn't work like that. It's just like, you hope for the best when you press in that vague direction. It's like, oh. Brains. Okay. Yeah. See, I was worried about throwing down the brains because I have by this point learned that when I make some noise, the bad boss with the long neck then spawns in and says hello and makes my life miserable. So I was trying to not do that the first time around, but apparently I should do that. All right. Alrighty, let's do. So there, take, throw. Sounds good. So we use the brain to solve the puzzle. I can see the joke right there, yes. Om nom nom. Good brain, yes. Hup. Well, I mean, we did spend an entire 5 minutes without, well, 3 minutes without a stealth section, so I guess we were overdue for one. So, what's your movement pattern? See, I'm not going anymore because I got a feeling that she'll turn around anyway and spot me, so I just gotta see what she does before I do anything. Okay. Right. Good. Let's just nice and easy. I'm trying to keep an eye out for anything important to pick up or anything, but I am not seeing stuff. She shouldn't see me here, but who knows. Alright. I think I need to be on the table, though. How do I manage that? Can I just jump and grab the ledge? Doesn't look like it, no. So, like, the shelves on the left look like I could climb them, but, like, that is death with the end. So... Hello again. Hi. You're just in time to see us die. Hello, Rosie. I hope you've had a good day. Oh boy, oh, that was lucky. Come on now. Boop, 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 boop. There we are. Ow. Make a quick check to see if we can't go in here. Nope. Alrighty. Lovely. More hammer time. I'd love to have a conversation with a person who felt like, okay, we need to have bad combat mechanics in our Little Nightmares game. I feel like the hammer dropped on their head. I should have gotten that one, though. Endless trial and error, the game. Well, sure. That works. Chaotic physics engine makes sure that what worked the first time won't work the next time. Case in point. Had a huge package full of new clothes I ordered recently, so the girl is happy. Ah, glad to hear. I hope to see them then. With pictures and stuff, hopefully, if you feel like. But I'm glad you had a good treasure haul. That sounds great. Come on now. Right. I'd love to wonder how did this part improve the game. We've already had to deal with the bad combat mechanics. We've seen these traps before. It's just more of this same that was bad from the get-go. Like this combat with these delayed lunge attacks and no lock-on system and just like, okay, execute this garbage physics engine stuff perfectly or do it all over again until you do it. Like, it's literally the concept of, okay, we have a horror game, do we add shitty combat? Yes, no, and they checked yes. What? Nice and easy. I love how just immersed we are in this world, and we are really feeling the tension because we've only died 74 times into absolute garbage. I don't understand the appeal of this one. The first one had similar issues, but this is so much worse. Oh man. Retry every single scenario a million times the game. Like, good God. The difference, I think, with Limbo and Inside, for example, is, again, Limbo and Inside had the good sense of not having the depth add a needless problem to the sort of platform physics, that you don't accidentally fall off the front or the back of these areas. That's, interestingly enough, a little bit less of a problem in this one than it was in the first one, but this adds really terrible combat, like hot garbage combat that defies belief. So that's nice. And I recently played Limbo and Inside for a good long bunch. I feel that while they did have, especially at their, beginning parts, they had those bear trap things, just like in this one, and some other, kill traps especially at the beginning, I felt like they managed to sort of even out the balance of the frustration and the puzzling in the long run of that game. Whereas this sort of opts a lot more into every single scenario, apart from like 1 or 2 puzzles so far, is constant insta-kill forever and ever, and it's because of bad physics. Which was not really the case in Limbo and Inside. And also, actually, the bear traps didn't really frustrate me on this one at the beginning, for example. Not really, I think. Because they weren't really based on terrible physics. They were more like clever, brutal traps at the beginning to like almost set a tone. But here we are just like, okay, every room is an insta-kill trap or enemy like encounter where you die 3 or 4 times, usually because the physics engine sucks so bad. Like, how did this improve the experience? Yay. Uh-huh. Alright, so maybe 3 tries and then I'll do this, maybe? I just +1 into how scared we are because we died again. That's somehow scary. Come on, you. Oh, the game glitched out. That's fine. I pressed the attack button, but the protagonist went into the sort of jitter mode, which happens every time an object collides into our protagonist in a way that the game doesn't like. It happened like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times in the last stream, just not inside a combat encounter, but now it did. To more prove the point that you die in this game because the physics engine is so goddamn garbage. Again, same thing. That's interesting. So it's apparently a very, very easily recurring glitch, but, you know, why polish the game? That would be boring, right? Yes, good, great, lovely. Thanks, boys and girls. Come on now. There you go. Oh, I probably need to hit the thing with the thing. Hop! It'll be fine. You just try to land on your good side of the head. It's okay. See, it's fine. Walk it off. We've seen worse. I've died 42 times already. It's not that bad, really. I promise. I'm sorry if my saltiness is a little much, but this aggravates me so bad in all the wrong ways, this entire game. Like, oh god. Like, I don't like being annoyed. I'd love to say only good things, but good, Jesus Christ, man. Ah. Okie dokie. And I remember having a lot of salty moments in my playthrough of Little Nightmares 1, but I'm having a lot worse of a time on this. I recently replayed Little Nightmares 1 like 2 months ago. So, like, I had annoyances then too, but this is so much worse. Open window. Let's go. But every moment is an opportunity to maybe have a good moment as well, so let's fingers crossed, right? Deep breaths and try to... Also, that plank is gonna give in, yeah? Or not, okay. Piano! Mary had a little lamb, and she took the lamb to the oven and ate it. The end. Boom. But well, there we go. They liked my song. See, it's fine. I think we should call our record company with that and be like, listen, we have the summer hit of every year now. That's we just need to just copyright that and it's fine. It's we're gonna hit it rich. There we are. Sorry. Was it really that much higher before that I couldn't climb the... Oh well. Oh, they... I see, okay. Concert success, yes. There's a way on the left. And okay, let's find a key on the left then. Let's go. Geronimo, let's do this. Give us a boost. Thank you. Interesting. I don't think that's how... See, for some reason I didn't think it would be one of those. I don't know, it looked less colorful and I thought it would be like a non-hostile NPC, but that's me thinking again. Alright, so I'm guessing sneak onto the left to get the pipe. Come on now. Hopla! There you go. Key. Lovely. Up. Okay. Do I bring this up then? This might be me thinking again, but I somehow didn't think we would have the strength to pull that thing up. For some reason, I felt it would have been a lot more intuitive. It's just like this is even elevated. Like, you're supposed to reach this. This is easily reachable by the game's own rules of what you can grab. I find it really odd that they chose to have you open that door, because these don't strike me as people who have the strength to do that. Not yet, at least. I had a similar issue with Little Nightmares 1. Especially one of the bosses is like, okay, just rip off these iron bars from the case. I'm like, what? With what strength? Okay. So, oh well. But open door. Door. For some reason, I'm having trouble getting the key usage to register, but there we are. Oh boy, haven't we seen enough of these? Hop, blah. Oh. Well, that... Interesting. I thought I'd need the hammer, but I apparently didn't need the hammer. Also, I'm hearing weird noises and it worries me a little bit. Alrighty, let's go. hold this thing. What lovely music! I think this harmony really just makes the soul rest peacefully. It's fine. Right. This reminds me of that one time when I was in music class in what is like essentially the equivalent of the American senior high school, meaning I was 17, 18, and we had a music class, and like it was held like in this smaller building that shared some of its classrooms, like side by side, like you know, on the other side of the aisle there might be like elementary school kids, right? So what happened was they were making too much noise in the corridor, and it was annoying our music teacher because we were trying to do our thing, right? So then we Jackster, hello, welcome. I hope you've had a good day, and glad to have you here. So what we made a pact with the music teacher. There was like, let's say 20-25 of us, that when she would open the door, that everyone would in unison yell, "Kids, be quiet," right? And then she opened the door, and there was maybe 3 or 4 seconds of silence, like because everyone was having like they like cramped up and didn't have the courage to like, you know. So I looked around, and I just from the top of my lungs I yelled, "Kokoroku!" And what happened was they were quiet after that, and I got a round of applause. So there we are. It was a fun day in music class. That was a happy memory. Alrighty. Which means basically, brats be quiet. I altered the message a little bit there, but yeah. And no one else said anything, but I was the one. It was very nice. Maybe climb on this thing? There we go. Boost? Maybe? Give? Thanks. Here we are. I'll just, have a box. Alright, our favorite character in the game returns. Let's go. It's the giraffe teacher. See, she teaches everyone about the life of being a giraffe. I'm trying to think why this is a thing. It's the center of the room, that's my best guess, I don't know. I'm not sure what the point of the box is, but like I was wondering if she would trip over it. Oh, that's how I get back on thing, isn't it? Next year we'll start playing the Michael Myers Halloween theme and you will all die. That's honestly, I think you're half right in that we will all die. That's I think that's a very sensible prediction. Yeah. It's not set on rails and it's used to get up there. I see. Hup. Why did it get up again? That's weird. Hi. I mean, I'm sure she's just an absolute dream employee because she can also clear up the air vents while she is teaching. That's so goofy. It is, but the visual actually is at least interesting, though. Like, by virtue of I didn't die into the weird music sneak section, and because the visual was at least interesting, if hilarious, but still, that part, like, I've been very salty on the game all the way through. That part I thought was, it's fine-ish, I think, mostly. I think I got slightly lucky on the sneaking, but at least it was a little more clear. It felt a bit more clear than the sneak sections up to now. Like, the classroom was like, excuse me, what? At least that had a pretty clearly defined idea of, okay, move when there's music. Like, okay. That, like, clearly defined rules that do not rely on the physics engine. That's a thumbs up right there, because the physics engine in the game is the problem, but that didn't rely on the physics engine as the main crux of how she sees you, so that's fine. The teacher is a true horror. Yeah, it reminds me of this one Finnish teacher, Finnish language teacher I had. It's almost the same thing, really. Cool fellow, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Now that is a good visual right there. I have my issues with the game. Visuals are not one of them. The empty suits here and there are also an interesting touch. I kind of like it. Can we go on a ride in the trash can? Is that an option? Can we move the... There we go. Then can we move, like, the TV? No? Right. Oh, it just jumps off anyway, alright. We can't... Alright, let's think. Hop! I can't climb that end. Like, it looks like I'd need to, like, put down the lid, but how? Because he keeps jumping immediately off, even without me pushing a button there, so... Huh. Nothing obvious strikes my eye here. Nope, nope, it just jumps off anyway. Nope, jumps in anyway. I can't interact with anything that closes the lid. At least not that I've found. That's the problem. Nope. No, I cannot. No. I can't jump on it, I can't interact with anything nearby the lid, at least so far. Can I grab this? No? No, I can't move the rock either. Found you from Instagram, it caught my interest and now I'm here. Oh, lovely! I'm glad to hear. I hope the Instagram seemed fun. I tried to do the you know, me and my skull scarf selfies and so on, but I'm so glad that they seemed fun enough to make you feel like checking me out. I'm honored and humbled by the notion. I am very stumped here though. Like it's not even a question of what to do. Like I feel like I've tried every permutation of what the interactable stuff is here. What a strange scene. I guess we live here now forever, because we can't do anything. Cool. Okay, so this is the living room right here, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna watch Netflix through the bucket that we're wearing. Like, there's Netflix in the bucket, I'm sure. It's you just gotta believe, right? And we're just gonna pretend that we have a door, and then we open the door for guests only on a Tuesday, and all the other days it needs to be closed because tea time is important to happen in private. Yes. I have no idea where to approach this anymore. Like, I tried everything. There's almost nothing that's interactable, and what is doesn't do anything. So... I have no idea. I guess I have to check the YouTubes here, because I don't even see a puzzle. It's just like, okay, move a garbage thing back and forth, and nothing happens at the end. End credits. Like, okay. Cool. Nice puzzle. Alright, Little Nightmares 2. Alright, so... let's see, the gameplay walkthrough is coming up on the spot, and what can we do? Okay. So I would have never realized this. You can also move it depth-wise, which closes the lid. I would have never gotten there. Not in a million years. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a clever puzzle, because it's sort of like, I don't know. It's just, I would never have gotten it, is all I can say about that, I suppose. There we are. Ooh, it's a paper hat. Hi. Give paper hat. If... No? Yes? Well, I can carry it, but it's not like a wearable hat. Boo. Can't carry it in there either. Alright. Oh, hi. Here's a Little Nightmares 1 raincoat for you. There we are. Yay! True colors. You never know when you need protection from the elements. This is true. And there are many big hats in here. Can I reach the handle? Ah, now I can. Here we are. Right. Can't grab the plank. Oh, well, there we are. There we go. Okay, come on. Nice and easy. Ow. Hello. I have some thoughts about us not being able to just grab it from that end and just turn it. Oh well. That's me thinking again. Here we are. Alright. Up the stairs, through the window, and let's find more ways to die! Woo! Schooled, exactly. Schooled in many, 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 many ways. Oh, would you not maybe there you go. Cool. The best place in the world next to the school, the hospital. This is lovely. It keeps getting better and better. There's a shadow of a wheelchair bound person in the distance, which is surely gonna end well for us. Alright. Now that's what I call comfy sleeping right there. Also, that depth perception is... ooh. Like, the perspective is a little iffy. Come on. All the best things in life, exactly. It's the greatest hits of every day of every year. It's great. Here we go. Can I grab the thing? Thank you. I somehow felt like grabbing it. I got a feeling we need one. Alright. And this opens door. Luckily, the fuse boxes are at like ankle height, so we can actually reach them. Geronimo? Woo! Cool. Lovely, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, why... I do find it puzzling why he turned the flashlight off immediately when he picked it up, though. Like, flashlight off! Like, only to have the game... I don't know. It's a little... I don't know. That's a little weird. Cool. I mean, I've spent a few nights in the hospital in my time. It's pretty much like this. This is all familiar territory right here. Hello. I don't think we can open this door. It doesn't... That doesn't sound right. Like, we can probably move this thing, but for what purpose, though? Hello? Who you gonna call? Not me. Alright, so nothing there. Hello. Can I grab a drink? I can. Lovely. Drink. See, we have soda. It's fine. It's all good now. Hup. Ah, we need to go press our face in television again, it seems. I still find this mechanic odd. Like, everything about this tells me don't go to the television, but that's what you're supposed to do, so okay. Like, it reminds me of the eye on the wall, you know? So it's kind of like, Come on now. Yay! Mom, I'm in TV. It's great. It's a corridor and everything. Yay! It's a jump. But I was just entering the Matrix. It was great. Okie dokie. So we want 2 fuses, apparently. Let's go find them. The X-ray shows a key inside a teddy bear. I don't know if that's important, but let's keep an open mind about this. Ha! You... hi. That might not be super healthy in the long run, though, just saying. Ah, well, there's a teddy bear that with a very, very twitchy leg, so I think that's the, that's what we're looking for. Come here, you. We're gonna give you an... Why are you carrying a monkey statue? That's weird. Drop the monkey statue. Alright. So, teddy bear here. Blah. And then we do this. Oh, it's in the... Really? Can I take the... Huh. So... Well, I mean, we reached the... Now we know where the key is, but it's in that... How... Would you care to let go of the thing for me, please? No? Okay. Right. Where does this go? I guess we'll find out. Oh boy. Okie dokie, so. Can't pick that up. Lovely morgue. Oh. Could you like throw the thing in the thing, please? For me? Throw it in. Throw. Oh, we found a hand. Give. I've always wanted to be in a corpse oven. It's great. It's very. It's filled with memories. Yeah. Yes. Give me the thing. Could you? See, now we run into this problem again. Now I can't trust if the game is glitched out again. If let's call the yellow one 6 for the sake of it looking like 6. That, like, has the game glitched out, that he just won't do the thing and throw it into the thing, or am I supposed to do something to throw it, to have her throw the thing into the thing? And if so, the game is not giving me any hints on, like, okay, we invented a new mechanic out in the darkness, we never hinted at it, never told anyone, and now you need to learn it just figure it out on your own with no hints and no nothing by. Like, that's not good puzzle design, boys and girls. Like, obviously the monkey needs to go there, but 6 is not throwing it in there because they're a bad person. Like... like, even if the solution is, okay, carry something yourself and throw it in there, it's a waste of time. Like, why not instead just have the X-ray from the beginning show the correct one, which it's obviously should be, right? And then have you carry it in there and then throw it in. Why does it need to be this complicated? Or not really complicated, this busy-worky. Like, they just prevent you from solving the puzzle with what 6 is doing there. Like, yay, what? Why? Because it's not in the teddy bear, but I don't have a better idea right now. It's just obnoxious design. Like, come on, please. Great. Alright. Give us a key. So, how much do you want to bet the game glitched out again? I'm pressing the interact button on every square inch of the room and there's no key. Even though we know there was a key. Alright. Let's find out. Yeah, now it's no longer burnt, so now we go do it again and see if it genuinely just glitched out on us for what, the 10th time? Wow. Like, for a game this well known, it's remarkably unpolished. Like the gameplay mechanics are all bonkers wrong. Alright, I believe we have lost the key. Or was it not the key that it was in the X-ray then? sure. Now I'm doubting myself, but I'm quite sure I saw a key in the thing that Six was carrying, though. Well, there's one. Oh no, it was like something else just to throw you off. Okay. Why? Fair enough then. Good on you. You tricked me. Go game. It looked like a key to me. I don't know what else to say. If it was like an intentional attempt to trick the player for no reason, good. Great. Success. Yay. Ugh. Come on. Also, why do you always feel like jumping in there with it? Lovely. There we are. Cool. So that's one thing. That doesn't really help me find the things for the fuse box, but let's see. A helping hand and a leg. Lovely. Right. Well, we found another radio, boy. That's something. Alright. How to go to sleep, how to keep your cool there. I always try, but I have a very short fuse. I get frustrated very easily, and then there's no turning back. I try every time, but so it goes. I'll catch me. But hey, good night and have good sleeps, and I hope you have a cooler time than I do. And thanks for stopping by and watching. All right. Not seeing anything I can really do anything with, though. Can't even pick that up either. Alright. Thanks. Happy streaming. I'll try. My hopes aren't high, but I'll try to have a happy streaming. Oh boyo. I don't like. I see there's no window in there, so let's throw stuff in. No. All right. Well, that works too. Thanks. He could be a little more clear and like immediately going very clearly into the spot where Six is about to boost you, but like I'm trying to think if the like AI co-op thing is enriching the game or not. I'm still kind of the jury inside my brain is still a little out on that one, but I have my doubts though. It's kind of hit and miss so far. Okay. I don't think I'll be carrying that all the way there, so... Or dragging it all the way there. I hope so, at least. Okay, so for the sake of testing, we'll die here anyway, and then let's see if we need to even be here or what. Okay. I suspect he can climb, right? Okay. What have we accomplished here, though? Hello. Oh boy. Here we go, combat mechanics. I'd love to see how it, like, quote-unquote died, but we can't have everything, can we? Again, I could feel my heart sink when I saw the hammer. Like, it's such an interesting feeling to see a weapon in a horror game, and my reaction to seeing the weapon is my heart sinks. I think I've never felt that before. Like, how the combat mechanics in the game are so absolute crap that seeing a weapon on the floor makes my heart just go, ugh. Because I know I have to contend with the really crappy combat system. Like, and it's always insta-kill against me. So, oh. Pull the box first. There you go. Hammer, maybe? Alright, friend? Okay, friend is no longer here, that's nice. Hello. Are you busy? Hi. Let's go. We have a fuse. Halfway there, it's great. Hopla! Ah, I see. Give us a minute. Give. Thank you. Give. Thank you. Nice and easy. And here we are. Okay. Right. Boost? Yeah. Yay, switch! Let's try. Cool. Maybe it's a game of the hide and seeks or something. Ever so little, but yes. There we are. So apparently it's a running away hide and seek then. Alright. I just wanted to see if I could pick up the piece of paper. It's fine. Yeah, I see the shadow on the background. It's fine. So, how many of these will it chase me, or is it just one or two? At least one. Two. Alright. That's a good visual. I'm just not sure. Again, it's a very trial and error insta-kill as anything else. In a way that doesn't really serve the atmosphere. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why Limbo is better at this than this is. Like, what's the big difference? I feel as like my instinct says that it balances it a little better. Like maybe how apart from the bear traps in the beginning and those like flattening traps a bit later, I'm like maybe most of the deaths are if you just like have some sort of a vague vigilance of the things around you, you have a solid chance of at least trying to avoid them on the first go. Whereas in this one, it's a lot more obscure and trial and error in a lot worse of a way, perhaps. But it's a very hard balance to hit, because they are, in the end, quite similar as a category, though. But it might be the fact that you have a better chance in Limbo of avoiding them, with the exception of a couple of bear traps and one flattening trap maybe at the, let's say, beginning quarter. But like here, like obviously not every one of these is gonna move, but there's no way you'll know which ones they are unless you die first. Limbo later on, they didn't really do that anymore, I think. Like every once in a while it introduced a new threat, like the gun turrets. But even then there was like a laser sight of like, you probably have an idea of maybe to avoid that sort of thing, you know? This is... It's a very hard balance to hit, and this doesn't quite hit it. Like this visual is, it's very good. It gets marred down by the fact of, at this point in the game, you're already resigned to the notion of, well, we're gonna die a million billion times, and it doesn't matter. Like the creepiness sort of gets.
Herp derp blurp.
Herp derp, Gallo, hi, welcome. The prime thing just for me, little old damn, thank you. Seriously, and an entire year of subscriptioning. Hello, welcome, thank you, seriously. I I I've been recently trying to like explain to people how I can't fully like convey into words how much that means to me, because like it's like it's just self-doubt is a really big boogeyman, yeah? And so it boggles the mind that like someone would throw a subscription or even like put their one Prime subscription in my direction, you know? Like, and it really makes my day, because like it tells the bad brain that I might not be doing everything. Okay, say positive things. It tells the bad brain that I'm doing something right, sorta, and it makes my day. It makes it feel worthwhile doing this. So thank you. That's the best I can try and convey. Our anniversary, exactly so. Doing many things right. That's very kind of you to say. I have trouble believing that on my own end, but I do try. Also, I should do. I've been meaning to wonder like what song to like throw your way as ideas. Except that I try. Cool. Hello. Alright. That one I didn't do right. From the very beginning of the room. I mean, I guess that's fine, I get it, but still, that's a lot of... Like... That's a lot of running in that same thing over... And again, this is what I mean. Like, these scenarios are so vague. Like, see, what worked now that didn't work the last time? See, we're again in the same problem of, Viikate Pohjoista. I've never sang Viikate. I can give it a look. No promises, but like I can give it a look. I can see what happens with it, but I've never tried it, so it could go even like I had like you remember I had a lot of trouble with Tuonelan Koivut. That could go even worse for me because I haven't heard that song. I think I've listened very little of Viikate in my time, but I can have a look at it. Yeah, so I'll see what it sounds like, and if I can sort of try and recreate that, and we'll see how it goes, yeah? I don't know if you've ever listened to Radio Rock. I've only listened to Radio Rock in like, let's say maybe in times between 8 and 15 years ago during summers when I was doing a summer job watching over a wastewater treatment facility like in front of like 7 computer screens. We had Radio Rock on in the background there when I didn't bring my own CDs. So then I have, and it's possible it could have been there, but I can't remember it anymore though. But it's possible I've heard it, but I can't remember it at least. Like, I can remember from Vika that there's that, Poika, juotko jo viinaa? That one. I remember that one, and I've heard one or two before, but it's been like 10 years since I've heard any Vika. I'll probably it could be, yeah. I'll give it a listen. I'll see if my vocals range can even try to recreate it, and then I'll get back to you when I have like an idea of if I can or if I can't. If I can, I'd be delighted to give it a go. I know we talked about doing an English song next, but we'll get to it one day. I've been thinking about Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, but I have to admit I'm not that good in the in the Säkeistöt, whatever it's called. The chorus is what I keep humming to myself year after year, but the Säkeistöt of that song I don't really have any like touch on, so it's kind of well, But that's one I've been thinking about vaguely, but I'm not sure if I can fully do it anyway. But, so it goes, right? So yeah. So here we again run into the... I think I'm closing in on... You can do the verses. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, I could go for that. Like... Yeah, sure, why not? Maybe I can add some background help in the verses, and then I'll do the choruses, or we'll do the choruses, or something. But yeah, I'll check the Vigata first. We'll work from there. I should have DM'd you before. I'm terrible at this stuff, and suddenly time keeps rolling forward like a river, faster than before, because just... I guess I have just... In a good way, I have like more to do, and my time gets, like, you know, in good ways filled with stuff a little more, so I just forget to keep in touch with people. But yes, I'll check the Vigata thing, and yeah. Summers tend to do that. Yeah, and I'm terrible with radio silence. Like, I constantly have been doing this over my 20 years, where I might not speak to someone for 3 years, and they're like, "Hi, we just talked like last week, right? Oh, it's been 3 years. Oh, oopsie daisy." But so yeah, I'll check the Vigata thing when I finish this stream today. Like, I'll give it a listen to, like, this night. I'll take an idea of what it sounds like, see if I can do anything with it, and then get back to you hopefully tomorrow. We'll see, right? With some messages about that. But yeah, I think I've pinpointed why Limbo works and this doesn't with the insta-kills in a different way as well. I've touched upon it before. Glad you're playing this. I got it when it was free, but not sure if I should try it. It's a mixed bag. If you've played Little Nightmares 1, I had a lot of issues with Little Nightmares 1 in how it had a lot of problems in the 2.5D perspective, where you just fell off the background and foreground when you just didn't need to. And a good number of the stealth sections were unclear, annoying, frustrating, so on. And some of the logic of what to do was absolute, like, what? That made no sense in anything ever. Like, this is the same thing here, and this has more problems. Because this is, like, the visuals here are, yeah, like, Little Nightmares 1 was, I got salty at points, but when I finished it, I remembered the good stuff worth experiencing. The visuals, the more interesting boss fights, like the final boss was very good, I liked it, and so on, I think. But here, almost every single room and place is a very unclear trial and error scenario where you keep on dying, and the physics engine is so janky that I've had multitudes of rooms where I did the right thing the first time around, but the game is just janky enough that the right thing didn't work that time, making me think it was the wrong solution, then spending 10 deaths trying different things, then checking a walkthrough, finding out the first solution was the correct one all along, and then it works because the physics engine then decides to just barely work. Like, multiple times I've been shot through cover, seen through cover, a boss didn't spawn in one run at all in this room, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. But then I died, and then it spawned there, like, oh. Huh. And many of these, like, see, like here, some of these dolls, or the mannequins, they come to life and chase you. Fine? Good. Here's the thing. The physics engine is janky enough that it's very unclear what is the exact route, at what speed, and where do you need to be to avoid them. meaning that the same thing you did last time that worked might not work the next time because the physics are janky and don't work. That makes this this has been one of like my most frustrating game I have played in a long many years. And I've played some really garbage horror games in my time. And this has been so far up there at the worst. Like, excellent visuals, excellent music, excellent sound design, all that's excellent. It's an absolute trash fire to play. Even the controls feel stiff and floaty, worse than they were before. And there's multiple scenes where there's really janky combat, where you have to like pick up this hammer or soup ladle and hit these little child dolls that insta-kill you if you fail. No lock-on system, and the combat is janky as all fuck. Meaning, when you fail, it's very rarely your fault. It's because the physics don't work. It's... like, it's... I'm in disbelief at how this is not, like warned about more. So, like, I just keep running to the left until I get randomly lucky and they decide to not kill me. That's all I do here. The visual is cool, but you die once, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 10 times, 15 times, until you cave in and look at a walkthrough. There's nothing else to be done in this one. It's so garbage. Like, this looks so good, and then it kills you 10 times because there's no clear way of what to do, and even the correct way, chances are it won't work half the time, because the physics are so janky. Right, so that part is usually works out. This I've never cleared yet. Like, I don't know. So far, this is like a 5 out of 10 for me. Like, everything that doesn't involve playing it is really good, but playing it is essentially a 1 out of 10. Like, it's very, very, very bad. I have no idea what to do here. Like, maybe I need to run to the door, but running to the door takes me closer to that last mannequin that kills me anyway. Can I sneak past them? No. Or... I say that, but the last room I tried it in conveyed that I cannot. I mean, the game can change the rules on you, but... let's see. Sneaking, 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 no. Just, you know, so we're clear. Like, and it's extra frustrating because they clearly know how to get the visuals right, and they have no idea how to play within those visuals. Like, this is such a cool thing to see the first time around, but even as I saw it the first time, I already knew that I'm just gonna die here a million times and it's gonna be bad. That then came true, and it is bad. Like, there's no redeeming qualities to this room. Because all you do here is die 15 times until you either lock out or check a walkthrough, and even the walkthrough is probably gonna just like vaguely show essentially the same thing I've been doing, but just, you know, you need to get more lucky. Like, yay, it sucks. Alright, so the first one on the left is gonna react. And then maybe take a wider run in this direction, and no. I mean, it's one of those cases where if this was like a 20-hour game, I would have already given up and started playing, I don't know, anything else. But it's like a 4.5, 5.5 out of like 4 to 6 hour game, maybe, depending on how much you die, I suppose. And I kind of feel like I want to finish it. Like, you know, it feels more neat to have, you know, completed playthroughs and so on. But this is a garbage fire of a video game that I am puzzled why it's not like supposed to have a flashlight. I mean, I do. I just, you know, the game never told me that that's like an option with these. That's not thinking outside the box. That's just not teaching you the mechanics. Fuck you. Not you, but like, you know, the game. Right. Alright. I mean, it makes a difference. You die a little differently. Right, so yeah, there was an earlier room where there was like a ceiling light that indeed made it like a movement on and off. Fine. I just feel like they could have taught you that same thing with the actual flashlight. I don't feel that's a... Yeah, yeah. Am I dumb for not figuring that out? Probably, sure, fine, I don't care, whatever. But I feel like this game constantly fails to actually teach you what you're supposed to solve. Especially because the first half of this room you can clear by running. That teaches the player that you're supposed to probably be able to run through the thing. That's how all the other scenarios before this have worked. Even the one with the flickering light thing, the light just went off and then you ran. And then it no longer works because the game teaches you to play wrong and doesn't teach you what to do. It's not like thinking outside the box when you constantly like try and obscure what the solution might be. Yeah, they should make it so that you can't get anywhere without the light. Yeah, this is bad. And honestly, the first half I'm not gonna use the light anyway because there's no point. Like this I can just run through, it's fine. So yeah, like, you know, it's... I keep trying to give this game a fair shot, and it always just spits in my face with more garbage. Like I try to have an open mind. I try to keep my cool. I try to just like, clear out the brain, like between rooms, and give it a good solid try of being good, and it just refuses to be good. It's all bad garbage. Like, what? I can't understand how this game has whatever scores it has. Like, I think I saw it being in Metacritic at like 82, 83 or whatever yesterday. This is barely playable. just gonna live here now, and it's gonna be fine. I suspect that I should maybe be able to jump through that hole in the door on the left there. But I maintain it's actually impossible to reach it. Like, I've been psyching myself up to finish this game all day, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna just quit. This is one of the worst times I've ever had playing any video game, and I'm pretty, you know, I've played a bunch. Like, I've finished games in the 30s in the Metacritic, and this is worse. Like, you can't keep 3 of them behind. It's undoable. I have no idea. Well, can't get back there either, so... And see the... No, I can't look back. At least I don't know how to. And if I can, that's whatever. And see, the reason I died on that run, I didn't die on the other runs, is because the physics engine just tossed a coin and decided to not work the way it worked before. That exact thing that I've done 10 times worked before. Now it didn't, and I died there because the physics engine sucks balls. Just so we're clear. I can walk and have it, but I can't really run. Right. That was the worst section in any video game that I have played in probably around 30 years. That takes some dedication to really hone it out into being the absolute worst thing you can ever create. I am in disbelief that that section alone hasn't caused this game to have an overall rating of around 50. What in the actual hell? Sweet Jesus, this is bad. Cool. See, it's not tension when you die to it every second of every day all the time. Like, it's so fascinating to me how video game developers have not realized this. Death isn't scary in video games. All it is frustrating. Frustration is the antithesis of tension or scariness or horror or anything of that nature. You do either or. You get to the annoyance, frustration part, you lose the horror title of your genre already. You just do like a bad time the video game. Like, Jesus Christ. And you're supposed to know this in the section by being clairvoyant. How you clear the section is you first die to it 10 times, then you send a message to your past self in a different dimension, and then that past self then can clear it without dying and have the tension we were looking for. This is, again, excellent visual, the hottest of hot garbage execution. The end. You needed to make it more simple and easy to go through. I'm sorry. I know it may sound weird that you need easiness in horror, but that's the thing. If the horror game is so hard that you keep dying over and over and over and over again, be it due to the physics being crap, being the controls being crap, being it unclear where you do and won't get hit, whatever, that is then bad. 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 Yes, bad. Little Nightmares 1 had its issues. This is 10 times worse in every way. God damn. Oh, and just in order to be more inconsistent, the light doesn't affect them now, though. But yeah, sure, you need to hit their head. Fine. But it still doesn't make it any more consistent here. Like, it's just the mechanical thing of even reminding you to use the light. Well, no, again, that's not a thing. And now your depth perception and all of that is gonna be more and more issues to this garbage section of a garbage video game. This is such a bad time. It is amazing that any of this got just past any playtesting. This is bad. It sucks so bad. Come on, let's go. Oh, now it actually auto-lock onto them in a way it didn't before. I mean, I'll take it, but it didn't do that before. What the fuck? What the fuck? I think the lock-on over there is simply because they realized that the section is impossible to beat without a lock-on, so they implemented it there, but not to the earlier section because they wanted to regain as much bullshit as they could, while still being technically possible to beat. Because that lock-on was not there before. Not in the big room. See, the important bit in making a 2.5D platformer is making it very clear and obvious the depth at which you are jumping from. When you make your visuals so unclear that you make the player think you're in the center but you instead jump into the front of the cupboard, that means someone failed. And it wasn't the player. Bestest of games indeed. Yep, this is gonna be just game of the year every year. Like, I've played some garbage in my time, but this one takes the cake. Now, it's important to remember that now that we beat the section, it's important to not feel any joy, because all that this now taught us is that there's going to be something even worse and more garbage in the future, because now we know what this game is doing when it tries to be difficult, right? All of the difficulty comes from a toxic, terrible place where no game should ever draw difficulty from. Terrible physics, terrible controls, moon logic, garbage, 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 right? And insta-kills, yes. And stealth sections. And terrible combat mechanics. We're not at the end of the game, and it's gonna try and get more difficult. Meaning all that stuff is gonna get more difficult, harder, more garbage to play. We only have worse things to expect from here. Just be always resigned now into the absolute garbage fire that this game is. And there's no joy in beating that section because, good God, frustration doesn't work like that. You start the frustration train, it doesn't end, it keeps going. And that's on the game. Okay. Do I push the wheelchair? Well, almost, apparently. I also feel like the puzzle mechanics constantly rely on, okay, let's obscure the solution into shadow and darkness and moon logic, instead of just making some sort of clever option. It's just like, okay, we know we need to move the wheelchair there, there's an obscured bullshit thing why it doesn't move yet, and there's no way to figure it out without checking a walkthrough. Great. Can we rub some soap into it? Well, eat soap. There. Now I'm sure it works. Well, I gave him soap. I think I did my good deed of the day. So it looks like there is no solution, as there often isn't. Cool. Great. Good. There's one, as in so many of the puzzles, there's around one thing to interact with. It does nothing. The end. Check a walkthrough. That's not clever puzzle design! That's just garbage! It's not clever to obscure your solution into shadow and, well, we tricked you into thinking it wouldn't work, lolloty lol. Fuck off! Excuse me, what? Whatever. It's fine. Ugh. Fits the vibe. That's fine. I think this remains a secret room, though, not something to that helps with the solution. All right, and keep on looking at the walkthrough. Even the walkthrough seems deeply confused on this section. That's interesting. Okay, maybe. Okay, so... Right. Hi. There we are. And here we are. I mean, I'd like to point out as an example here, why would you not just make it so that you could just jump off the chair onto thing and keep going? Why make it so goddamn precision complicated where you need to jump into the arm rest and then doobly-doo? Remembering that the controls are not precise enough to actually do that. Like, it's just another small example of how just the philosophy is all wrong. Alright. Garbage Fire Part 3, let's go. Ha! Right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of expecting like that it wouldn't get, in the specific mannequin sense, any worse than it already had. But I suppose I just didn't believe in the willful creation of garbage that the devs clearly had going on. And look, I realize, you know, it's on. I'm gonna look at this later, and I'm gonna feel really bad for whatever insults I hurl at anyone, and I promise it is not personal. I hope everyone has a lovely, you know, lovely weekend, month, and year, and rest of their lives, and only get success in life, and all that good stuff. I am just, my brain is on fire, trying to just, like, split itself apart, experiencing this, and every moment just eats away at it like one of those grating irons, just back and forth. The frustration just has to come out somehow. Nothing personal to anyone who actually made this game, but that's not my point at all. I am just beside myself with endless amounts of frustration with this. So, like, if by any chance any of the actual developers do see this, I am sorry for any give us a minute. Give us a moment to thing just be a bit of a there we are. A bit of a mic failure, if you will. That's interesting. Alright, so maybe an energy spike or something. And I also need to give me a minute. There you go. Right, so as I was saying, nothing personal to anyone. If any of the developers ever do see this, if I indeed put this on YouTube, I'm wondering if I should. Indeed, nothing personal. I'm simply beside myself with frustration that is just, I cannot fully put into words the amount of just emotional turmoil my mind is swimming in when every moment of this game is pushing all the wrong buttons for me. It's a subjective opinion, but it is mine. But indeed, nothing personal to ever insult anyone in the actual individual sense. The frustration just comes out somehow, and it happens to be in words. But I do indeed do not mean any personal offense to anyone. And again, and also if anyone enjoys this game, more power to you. I wish I did too. I honestly had some pretty high hopes for this one. I had my issues with one. I got pretty salty on that playthrough on YouTube as well, but... oh boy. Oh boy. Right. Okie dokie. Man, I hope I'm close to the end of this area, because I am... there we are. Right. Ah, here we are. I almost expected it to just like fall into its intended spot. Oh well. Oh, let's give it here. Man. Oh boy. Also, from the length of the walkthrough video, it looks like I'm like barely halfway the game. So, boy. Right. I think I'm at the end of my rope today. If I intend to even try to get any good memories out of this game, I gotta just, you know, try it on a different day and hope for a better time, because I am so... now that that section is done, I spent my anger energy on getting through that, and that was whatever use it has. So let's maybe get a mulligan on this and try it on a different day.